So I'm going to start out with crayon. I'm just going to do a solid color. I've picked a scarlet color. Just going to go ahead and apply that to the paper. After one layer, you're going to see a lot of white paper still left. So go over it again with the same color. And I like to work in like a circle-y motion to make sure that as much crayon is getting out of the paper. Then I'm going to switch to colored pencil. When I switch to colored pencil, same thing. Not a lot of pressure. Applying my pencil to my paper. After one layer, you'll see a lot of pencil still, but also paper. You're going to want to go over that again using that circle-y motion. Lastly, I'm going to try marker. This one I don't have to apply any pressure to. I want to see my paper. Color number 2. And as I blend color number 2 in there, I want to use that circle-y motion. You can leave it there, or you can apply one more layer. Again, circle-y motion. I'm going to do the same thing with colored pencils, and then with marker it'll be a little different. So hang on. Pencil. I'm going to blend orange with it. Orange is my lighter color, so I can apply a little bit of extra pressure, but I don't need to apply too much. I can go back in with purple if I want it to be a little darker. With marker, I'm going to use pink and yellow. You have to be really careful because we don't want our yellow marker tip to get all gross. So you can see that the yellow is clearly my lighter color. So I'm going to apply my yellow first. With white is pretty simple. I'm just going to take a color, apply it to my paper, and then I'm going to take my white, and I'm going to circle the white on top. I'm going to do the same with my colored pencil, but I'm not going to do it with marker because I don't have a white marker. And then I'm going to take my white, and I'm going to circle the white on top. I'm going to do the same with my colored pencil, but I'm not going to do it with marker because I don't have a white marker. With black, you have to be careful because if you put too much, it's so strong of a color that you won't see the color you put with it. So with my crayon, I did the same thing. Light first with my black. Put my color right on top. With my color, I can apply a little bit of extra pressure. Oh, just don't put that much pressure on it. Alright, when it comes to my marker, I'm going to apply black after because it's so dark. So let's use purple and black. There's my purple. Make sure you cap your markers. And black on top. Always black on top just because you don't want the other marker to get the black all over it. Next, feathering is really fun. Feathering is just a series of lines. I'm going to do a bunch of lines. On top. Always black on top just because you don't want the other marker to get the black all over it. Next, feathering is really fun. Feathering is just a series of lines. I'm going to do a bunch of lines. Make a row of them. And then as I do the second row, I'm actually going to overlap the tops and bottoms. So I'm just kind of drawing all these lines. When you want to switch colors, you can. But make sure that you are overlapping. They're little short lines overlapping. I'm going to try the same thing with colored pencil. And with marker, make sure you do your light color first. The last scale is probably My favorites, it is a color change. I'm going to show you how to do a color change with 2 colors, but of course you can do it with multiple. So the first step to a color change is starting dark. As I work my way over, I'm going to lighten up my pressure and fade my color. Then I'm going to take a second color. I'm just going to do the same thing, but I'm going to work opposite so that they mesh together. So I'm going to start dark, lighten up my pressure, lighten up my pressure, light, 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 light. But I'm not done there. I kind of covered up my purple. My purple seems to be the weaker color. So I'm going to do another layer of purple, this time adding a little more pressure as I get into that indigo. Go back and forth until it's nice and smooth. I'm going to do the same thing with my colored pencil. With marker, it's not as easy to do a color change, as you'll see, because I can't really lighten up my marker. So what ends up happening is it just kind of goes over the other. Of course, always my lighter color first. And those are 6 skills that you can use in your Nametangle letters.